Have you ever wondered how to write a compelling short story? Welcome to the world of narrative craft, where a few hundred words can paint a universe, ignite emotions, and leave an indelible impact on readers. Short stories, with their brevity and focus, have the power to captivate minds and hearts, leaving audiences pondering long after they've read the last line. In the next few minutes, we're going to delve into the intricacies of writing an engaging short story. We'll guide you through a simple yet effective step-by-step process, starting from understanding the basics to creating interesting characters, setting the stage, weaving an intriguing plot, and finally revising your masterpiece. Whether you're just starting out or are looking to refine your writing skills, this guide will provide you with the tools to craft a short story that lingers in the minds of your readers. So, ready to embark on this journey of storytelling? Let's dive right into it. First things first, understanding the basics is key. Imagine a short story as a vibrant tapestry, each thread representing a critical element that, when woven together, creates a captivating narrative. Let's start with characters. These are the heart and soul of your story, the entities through which your readers will experience the narrative. They can be as simple as a lonely astronaut or as complex as a conflicted detective. Next is the setting. This is the backdrop of your narrative, the world in which your characters exist. It could be a bustling city in the future or a quaint village in the past. The plot is your story's skeleton. It's the sequence of events that propels your characters towards their destiny. Conflict is the spice that adds flavor to the plot. It's the challenge your characters must overcome. Finally, the resolution. This is where the conflict is resolved, leaving your readers with a sense of closure. Now that we have a grasp on the basics, it's time to dive deeper into the process. The heart of any story lies in its characters. It's like creating a new friend or an adversary, someone so real that you could picture them standing in front of you. So how do you breathe life into these characters? It's all about development and depth. First, give your characters a backstory. This doesn't have to be explicitly stated, but it should inform their actions and decisions. Next, define their motivations. What drives them? What do they want more than anything? This is what propels your story forward. And don't forget about flaws. Nobody is perfect, and your characters shouldn't be either. Flaws make characters relatable and human. They can be a source of conflict or a hurdle to overcome. Equally important is how your characters interact with each other. Their relationships should be dynamic and evolving. Finally, let your characters grow. Show how they change over the course of the story. This is what makes them memorable and leaves a lasting impact on your readers. With compelling characters, half the battle is won. Now let's move on to setting the stage. A well-described setting can transport your readers to another world. Now, how do we create this vivid setting? Think of it as painting a picture with words. Begin by identifying the time and location of your story. It could be a bustling city in the roaring 20s, or a quiet mountain village in the 17th century. Once you've established the where and when, start filling in the details. Use sensory language to bring your setting to life. Describe the sights, sounds, smells, tastes, and textures that your characters would experience. Is the city filled with the honking of car horns and the aroma of street food? Does the mountain air carry the scent of pine and the chill of a lingering winter? Remember, your setting should do more than just provide a backdrop. It should enhance your story, influencing your characters and shaping their experiences. A captivating setting is in place, and interesting characters are ready. Next, we will weave them into an engaging plot. The plot is the backbone of your story. It's the driving force, the path that your characters must tread, and the sequence of events that keep your readers on the edge of their seats. Let's delve into the art of weaving a compelling plot. Creating a compelling plot starts with understanding its key components. The most crucial element of any plot is conflict. Conflict is the challenge or problem faced by the main character. It's the hurdle they must overcome, the dragon they must slay, or the mystery they must solve. Conflict creates tension, which is essential to keep your readers hooked. It's the spice that adds flavor to your story. Now, how do you build tension? You do this by raising the stakes. As the story progresses, the problems should become more complex, the obstacles more daunting. The tension should escalate until it reaches a boiling point, the climax. The climax is the turning point of your story. It's the moment when the tension reaches its peak, the conflict is confronted, and the course of the story changes. The climax should be a moment of high drama, one that your readers have been eagerly anticipating. It's the aha moment that makes them exclaim, "So that's why it happened." But a story isn't finished at the climax. After the high drama, you need to guide your readers gently back to reality. This is done through the resolution. The resolution ties up loose ends and provides a satisfying conclusion to the story. It's your chance to let your characters reflect on their journey and the lessons learned. Crafting a satisfying resolution is like landing a plane. You've taken your readers on a thrilling flight. Now you need to bring them safely back to the ground. The resolution should leave your readers feeling content with a sense of closure. With a gripping plot, your story is nearly complete. One last step remains: revision. It's time to polish your story, to refine it until it shines. But that's a topic for another scene. Until then, keep weaving those plots and creating unforgettable stories. Writing is rewriting. It's time to polish your story. Revision is the stage where you fine-tune your masterpiece, ensuring it shines in its best light. It's like sanding a piece of wood, removing any rough edges and making it smooth to the touch. It's about refining your story, honing in on its strengths, and addressing its weaknesses. One of the most effective ways to revise is to read your work aloud. When you hear your words, you can catch awkward phrases, redundancies, and inconsistencies that might have slipped past your eyes. Seeking feedback can also be a powerful tool in your revision process. Fresh eyes can often spot things that you may have missed. Whether it's a trusted friend, a writing group, or a professional editor, their insights can help you see your work from a different perspective. Look for any weak points or inconsistencies in your story. Are there any plot holes? Do your characters act in ways that don't align with their personalities? Does the pacing feel off? Address these issues to ensure your narrative flows smoothly. With your story revised and polished, it's ready to be shared with the world. Remember, every story is a journey, both for the writer and the reader. Enjoy the process.